fans, and welcome. We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the New York Mets. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to roll. And on the hill in this one, Jose Quintana. What's the word on him?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
And a pitch. Mookie Betts leading things off and takes a strike. Turns and fires to Betts. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul. Here's the 0-2. On the ground to short. Toss to Alonso. One up and down. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Kicks and fires. Strike two.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
One down, base is empty. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. That's in there. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
That includes the third baseman, number 13, Max.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. First pitch just misses. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. And that one upstairs.
Well, knowing that this hitter's got holes in his swing, because he's got so much power, pitcher still can get a little too tight, afraid to make a mistake.
2-0. Bounce to the left side. Lindor whips it to first. They get the out on Muncy. And the inning is over. One left for L.A. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Citi Field. And taking the ball for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport singing
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Right-hander kicks, deals, and a ground ball to first, and he picks it up in foul territory. Oh, 2 now, and a foul ball. He stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone. Really making him work out there.
The pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, he should get some fist bumps when he gets back into the dugout, because even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. And this is a long haul where you're trying to get that pitch count up as early as possible. So gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see what's working for this pitcher or not. But I tell you what, it's a nice job right there.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Ball 1 there. Ohtani, a former All-Star. He throws a slurve, a 4-seamer, a cutter, a splitter, and he works in a sinker. Wouldn't chase that time. One out, base is empty. Just missed. That one finds the zone, and it's 3-1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
And he deals. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. And he walked him.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
1 down. Here's Francisco Lindor. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Here's your 1. Yeah, that's outside. And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
At the belt and fires. Oh, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Well, he's just glad that he got hit with an off-speed pitch there instead of a fastball. Man, that would have hurt a lot more if it had velocity.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Ball 1, no strikes.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
McNeil, the lead runner at second. Lindor over at first with one away. And there's a ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Two on, one out. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And there's two away. So first and second with two outs. Here's Starling Marte. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-1.
Good eye in that spot. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Two left for the Mets. Scoreless after one. And we're back. And now here is James Outman. The wind of the pitch. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jose Quintana gives way, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Drew Smith. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Now move to first, and he's back in there. Yo, one. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Action in the Mets bullpen. Jake Diekman appears to be getting loose. Ball to strike. High fly ball down the left field line. Nimmo sizing this one up. Drops into the glove.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Here comes Chris Taylor.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. He's safe.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Man at second. Fought off foul. No score here in the second. Out towards right center field. 2 away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
Here's Kike Hernandez.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Go-ahead run at second here at the top of the second. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field, and that's the 3rd out.